Hello, I'm Jerry Middleton, and today we're going to talk on our proactive officiating video. Where do we put the ball and where do we stand on timeouts, free throws, jump balls, and a few other items. But first of all, let's start off with this. Let's say we have a timeout. Where do we set the ball? Well, let's say we're going to stay in the half court going this way. All right, we're going to stay there. So basically, if we're going to stay and the ball goes out of bounds, let's say here, I want to set the ball out of bounds at my spot. That tells me that we're staying there. And the same if it goes out of bounds over here, where we have the timeout, which is going to go to the side. I want to set the ball here. Now lets me know again we're staying in the half court game. Now if we're going to head the other direction, for instance, we're going to be going this way, we're going to be going long, and the ball goes out of bounds on the baseline. I want to set the ball in bounds to where it's supposed to go. That lets me know that we're going this way in case something happens. A coach asks a question or you have some sort of disruption, you can come back and go, oh yeah, we're going that way. And the same over here, if the ball goes out of bounds or if we have a timeout up here, something like that, I want to set the ball in bounds. That lets me know we're going this way. Just a little cheat thing that I do, but it works out well. Now, you're asking about free throws. We can do the same thing on free throws. If we're shooting 2, I'm putting the ball above the free throw line. And if we're shooting 1, I'm putting it below the free throw line. Pretty simple, 2 and 1. And if we're shooting 3, then I usually move it up a little bit, and get a little bit higher if we're going to shoot 3. I hope that works out good for you. So, where do we stand for pregame? Well, when we come out on the floor at the 15-minute mark, we're going to go to the center circle. And all 3 of us will be in the center circle. And then the crew chief or whoever they designate is going to go to the bench and make sure our table is ready for our game. So this is pretty simple. And then we come out at halftime. We go back to here until we're ready to play. So that's pretty easy. We do not stand over here like we do in college or high school. Everything is in the center circle. Now, where do we stand on free throws? Well, that's another good one. So on free throws, before the ball comes alive, we'll have one will be here next to the lowest person, and then our other will be out here, maybe just about a step onto the floor, not like college where you're out up in here or high school. And then our other one should be somewhere back around that 28-foot mark. You know, you can be a step onto the floor or something like that. Now, also, this is pretty self-explanatory. But let's say that we have, some of these teams are putting 4 people back here in the backcourt on a free throw. By the manual, you can come as far as the division line. And you sort of have to watch this a little bit and make sure that they hit free throws. So that's where we stand on free throws. Now, timeouts. So let's say we have a timeout and we're going to go long and the ball was right here and we have a timeout. Well, I want to set the ball here because I know I'm going this way. Then after we administer our timeout, whoever our administering official should be, which is probably going to be the trail, should be at this elbow facing down here. And down here we will have our lead and slot will be on this one, and they'll be facing each other during that timeout. Now, can we get together on that timeout? Yes, I know the manual says no, but we have to remember that sometimes we're going to be with less experienced people, and a timeout is a great time to explain some things and talk about some things that's happened in the game. Now, we don't have to do it every time, but yes, we can. All right, prefer not, but if we need to, then we need to. All right, now, jump balls. All right, so as we start the game, our crew chief, or whoever they designate, remember that, and then our R and our U. That's how we're going to start the game. Now, every time we have a jump ball, it's going to be the same lineup. So if we're having a jump ball down here, our CC will be tossing, our R will be here, and our umpire is going to be about here, about one step in. And that way they can cover this sideline if need be. And if the ball gets tipped back there, they're ready to go for that. So basically that's how we set up. And it's no different if we come down here, we're going to have our R, our CC, and then our U. And then after the game, or post game, basically we should be again meeting here in that center, and we're waiting for the teams to shake their hands and move through. And then if you've worn your jackets out for the second half, which by the manual says that you should, but some of these places are so hot you may not want to. Then you can go over and get your jackets and grab your stat sheet if they have one printed for you and return to your locker room. So hopefully this has helped out a little bit on where we stand, putting the ball in play, where to set the ball down at, and so forth. Now just a quick little reminder again on timeouts. If the ball is right here and we have a timeout, it goes straight across and will be inbounded here. Whether it's going that way or that way, it doesn't matter. We're going to inbound here. And if we are inbounding it there, then our lead will have a whistle and bounce the ball. So hopefully this has been another little helpful video. And if you have any questions, as usual, jmiddleton@nws.k12.in.us. And have a good day of officiating.